Hi everyone, welcome back to Victory at Sea Atlantic. Here we are, it's the 20th of July 1940, just coming up to 3:30 in the afternoon. Okay, on Monday this week, on the 7th of July 2025, there was a new patch released, and there are some notable things to mention which have been fixed. There's loads of little quality of life issues being fixed, but one of the big ones is around convoys. Convoys now, when they start the engagement, are moving. They're no longer stationary, building up speed up to their cruising speed. So that means more accurate torpedo plotting if we are attacking early on in the engagement, which is fantastic news. The other big thing for me is torpedoes now do flooding damage. They always did damage, but previously, if you hit a enemy ship, the speed of that ship would not be impacted by a torpedo hit. It would sail on until the damage became too much and sunk. Now it actually takes a speed penalty from flooding damage, which means that we can potentially cripple a couple of the ships from a convoy and let the rest of the ships sail on with the defense, and then maybe pick them off at our leisure, which is a really nice feature. I'm glad they've brought that in. Adds a bit more realism to the engagements, and that's pretty good as well. Loads of bug fixes and other things like that, and improved controls and fixed a few things here and there. But overall, they are some of the real highlights. The other one, which I'll mention now, Sweden is now open for business. So from our German ports here, we could build merchant ships and start trading with these to actually bring in more supplies, which is something we probably should do because this is quite a well guarded. I know we've got the Soviets here, but we've got Estonia, we've got Latvia, we've got Lithuania, and now Sweden. We could really start trading with those guys and potentially. Yeah, we've got a Swedish port up there as well. Bring in extra supplies rather than building factories. We can actually trade for them as well, which would be fantastic. So that's another little real boost to the potential war chest for us. So let's just actually explore that. We might as well look from these ports here. So we'll look at from here. Yes, we've got the battleships, of course. Do we have... So we've got an oil tanker, and we've got... Destroyers, submersibles. So we've got the oil tanker. Is that the only merchant ship that I can see? Yeah. So we've got the oil tanker, so we could trade in oil, which is something. Maybe that's something we need to research, is it? Let's close aircraft out. Where's ships? Here we go. What is this? That's a light cruiser. Graf Zeppelin, that's a carrier. PA? Patrol class boat, yep. They're destroyers. Type 39, I guess, is a destroyer. Torpedo boat, okay. Okay, so no, I don't... Maybe my great idea was foiled. Unless I'm being blind, which is more than possible. I do not see a trade ship. Maybe different classes of... shipyards produce different things. We will see. I don't know. So looking at the patch notes, it says added neutral ports in Sweden allowing Germans to collect supplies. Next line is submersible tankers can now resupply fleets with all ammunition types, so that's good. Cargo ships may also resupply fleets and ammunition. So maybe we just need to wait for the cargo ship to be added for the German forces. Cargo space 79. Maybe I'm wondering if we can just let's test something. Let's commission. I don't have enough resources. We will commission an oil tanker once we have enough points to see if we can use that for trading. So that would be quite good. Yeah, but for now there's nothing. Anyway, it's probably just a minor thing, not too much to worry about. Yeah, so there's some of the highlights anyway. So, yeah, lots of fixes there. And which should also stop the ships throttling back when they're being attacked, the convoys, that is. Right, anyway, status update. We've got some dive bombers heading over the Isle of Wight. What do we got here? 109s. 109s. We've got A109 and 109. Do you want to go and intercept those boys? We've also got an air base here, which has got 109s, dive bombers, and a spotter plane. Right, I'll send you over here to fly cap over the Cherbourg air base there. Ooh. Right, let's get rid of that. Good. So everything's ticking on. How are our ships? Were they here? We got U-65 here. She looks ready to head out. Is she? Yep, she's ready. She can head out then. Oh, the other notable thing is that these U-boats should now reload torpedoes out of combat correctly, and we don't have to go into combat with torpedoes not being ready to go. The Gneisenau is almost ready. Should be out this turn, I think. Okay, we'll leave her there for a moment longer. Okay, who else have we got in? So she's heading. Oh yeah, she was going to head over there, wasn't she? North America, Canada, to sort of check that out. We've got Nuremberg up here. Gneisenau, we know. Admiral Scheer is protecting. The entrance into the Baltic Sea there, and Scharnhorst is doing her channel dash, which is quite worrying at the same time. But we'll see how that gets on. Good. Right. So anyway, our fighters are intercepting. Let's see how they get on. We seem to have lost visibility of the dive bombers for the moment. I'm sure they'll appear over here any second. Enemy aircraft have been spotted over Cherbourg. Okay, view on map. Well, that's our aircraft. I don't see theirs. Okay. I think our fighters are... We've lost the visibility of them. Let's send them up here then on this course, and they should run into each other.
Structure bombed.
Oh, the shipyard has been destroyed. A man sheet. 4 supplies lost. Where is this? View map. They hit this even though we had aircraft flying over it. Right, so our structure has been bombed. Fighters, what are you doing? Where are they? Find them. Got 2 groups of fighters, and neither of them were able to sink. Well, anyway, okay, that's in a bad way. We probably don't have the... Oh, Type C submersible was being commissioned. That's okay. They're probably not going to be... yeah, but they completely evaded our fighter cover. Right, I reckon we probably cancel that commissioned U-boat then, because we're never going to be able to get that repaired in time. We haven't got the money, to be honest. So we'll just have to adapt our plans. We eventually spot them heading back over here. Okay. That's annoying. That is annoying. They got us. Obviously, they scrambled some fighters, so we got close enough to actually spot Portsmouth. The finder's coming back now. Right. Okay, Scharnhorst. You don't have it somewhere to come into port. Just like that. You can come in here. Let's get you in there.
Research stolen.
Right, on the 21st of July, spies have successfully stolen Canadian research on architecture. This will greatly aid our airfield level 2 project. Fantastic. Research complete, level 2 airfields. Boom. Right then. We're going on to power stations. 7 days remaining. Okay. Fantastic. So, level 2 airfields. How do we upgrade these then? I'm sure it's as easy as figuring this out. Alright then. Upgrade supplies 80. We do have that. Can we do that? Demolish, repair. How does one upgrade? I could be being a bit thick. Okay, so I've just gone back to double check and look at the tutorial video again, and you do click on that. And it says maybe... all I can think of is even though it says we have the supplies there, maybe they've been allocated elsewhere. So, yeah, I'm not sure. That should be how we upgrade it. But, okay, we'll wait till we get a little bit more supplies in, and then hopefully that will clear it. Maybe there's... right, more enemy enemy bombers, should I say. Let's get these boys all up to intercept. And we'll launch these guys. They are... the dive bombs, okay. We'll get some of your boys up as well then. Good. Intercept these bombers coming in. 45. God, they get some numbers, don't they? So over
the enemy.
Messerschmitt BF-109 encounters the enemy over the Straits of Dover. Great. The good news is we didn't lose anything. So light damage from this attack. So we had Bristol Blenheim Mark 1s. We had Blackburn Skewers, which are heavily damaged, everything heavily damaged. Vickers Wellingtons and Short Sunderlands as well. So we shot down 14 level bombers, 5 bombers, and 2 dive bombers. Good effort, boys. That is a good effort. Well done. Fighters taken off there a bit late. I'm also, excuse me, I'm wondering if we actually need to build another airfield here. I know it sounds crazy, but do we just flood this with airfields, and so any aircraft coming across there we can attack? So, for example, we've got the anti-aircraft gun there, which is fine. Obviously, we need more power. Do we just leave Calais and Nord here as basically we'll stack them up with airfields to when we can do the Battle of Britain then to launch attacks over to the home counties here, Hampshire up to East Anglia, hitting the bombers. We'll probably have a couple of bombers here as well, so they can hit the southwest where they've got and the south where they've got their the naval dockyards and stuff. Yeah, Scharnhorst is coming through. Scharnhorst's not alone, of course. She's got 3 destroyers with her, so yeah, they're gonna come into Brest shipyard to refuel or whatever, and then they're available to us in the Atlantic if they get through there, which is good stuff. Everything else is looking okay. Yeah. Just want that to upgrade. And then maybe we don't have the power. Let me just try something. If I switch the power off from the radar station. Okay. It's only a temporary thing. No, that's not it. Okay. Let's switch the power back on. Okay. Radar's back working. That's vital there. Oh, they are going to try and intercept the bombers as they head home. Look like they're going back to East Anglia. I can imagine there's going to be some defensive fighters, Hurricanes, Defiance being sent up. But that's an old... There they are. There we go. What we got? 2 fighters. Oh, we'll allow them to continue then. Because 2 fighters ain't much. Come on, if you've got the fuel for it, go for it. Okay, we've encountered enemy aircraft. Brilliant. So we were able to catch up with the bombers. Shot down another bomber. Yeah, there are 2 Hurricanes in that battle. So it was the Blenheims that got hit that time. Good. Right, you guys can probably head home. Is that your base? Yeah. We've got another couple of patrols behind you. These guys are just sort of circling around. They're heading home now. Good. Okay, so we hit them over English territory, which is nice. They can't just attack us for nothing. Oh, one of the things they did spot on the return is 4 destroyers. There is a group of 4 destroyers there. Should I send Scharnhorst with 3 destroyers to go and try and knock them out? No, probably not. We'll leave them there.
Structure complete.
Okay, and on the 21st of July at just gone 11:30, a factory has been constructed. Fantastic. With that factory, our resources or supplies have bumped up to 118. So let's spot a plane on the move. Let's now. There we go. Yes, actually, it was actually 100 supplies we needed, not the 90 it was, or the 80 it was specifying. There you go. So, good stuff. That's a slight issue there. That was just misreporting how much resources we needed, but there we got there. We got there in the end. Calais Airfield is going to be upgraded to a level 2. Good. And only a few more days, 7 days until power station level 2 is upgraded, and then we will start upgrading these power stations and we put more airfields here, which would be great. And then we can start looking at what else do we want to research. Now, I'm thinking aircraft. Well, submersibles for one. We were looking at the tanker, the resupply tanker. That's 12.5 days. That'll be a good one, I think. That's got to be a priority. Electronics wise, advanced radar 7.5 days. Oh, that would be quite good as well. Enigma machine 3.5 days. Also good. Radar station level 2. Yeah. So the advanced radar develops advanced radar location system able to track multiple targets simultaneously. Okay. We know the Enigma machine. It prevents espionage. Developed a longer range early warning radar installation, radar level 2, allows radar stations to be upgraded to. Okay. The Lorenz cipher. We need the Enigma machine for that, so we don't have to worry about that. And the radar station level 3, we need level 2 for that. Okay. When it comes to aircraft, though, 3.5 days for a pressurized cockpit, which allows development of high-altitude aircraft. A wind tunnel, which allowing development of high-speed aircraft. They're only 3.5 days each. We've got the Focke-Wulf 190. We required the wind tunnel for that. That's obviously a more able fighter and a good, fantastic fighter for shooting down bombers. The Condor, which is obviously a 4-engined, we can use that as a bomber, 170. But obviously they were used mainly for maritime patrols. That requires the Focke-Wulf 190 to be being researched and at least one level 2 airfield. And then we've got the others. The Messerschmitt Bf 110. I'm surprised we don't have that. It's a heavy fighter and like bomber you could use it as, I suppose. And then we've got the jet fighter, the 262, and the twin prop 410 requires a wind tunnel. It's got 4 fighter and a bomber. Yeah. Okay, so we could maybe look at the wind tunnel to get the Focke-Wulf 190 as a possibility. Ships wise, Graf Zeppelin in 3.5 days. We wanted an aircraft carrier. Destroyers 3.5 days. Okay. Industry wise, farm level 2, which will increase our food, which is okay. 7.5 days. City level 2 is 5.5 days, which is recruitment. Factory is 7.5 days. Requires power. These all require power station level 2, so we were right to get power station level 2. And we've got farm level 3 there. Intelligence upgrade requires power station. Yeah, they all require power stations. Laboratory level 2, power stations. Yeah. 7.5 days out. That could be a good one. Get our research facilities up and running straight away as well as they can be. Okay. So I do think we'll go for the resupply tanker, and then probably the wind tunnel and the Focke-Wulf 190, and then it's 12.5 days. We can survive without that, so I reckon we go for wind tunnel next. And then we can get the Focke-Wulf 190 after another 12.5 days. Yeah, I think that's the way. This is the way. Okay, at midnight, 23rd of July, German battleship Gneisenau has completed its repairs and is ready to undock. Excellent. Excellent. So let's get Gneisenau away. Look at that. Oh, brilliant. Right, Gneisenau, Admiral Hipper, and a couple of the light cruiser Emden, and that. Right, let's send you out to the North Atlantic, and you can do some commerce raiding. Meanwhile, Lutzo's over here, and she's still plodding her way towards St. John's here. And maybe we can do a seaborne bombardment. Scharnhorst has made it through the channel and is almost in to get refueled, and actually she doesn't need to be refueled, does she? She's out here, so let's get her out in the mix as well. What the hell? Let's get Scharnhorst and Gneisenau out commerce raiding. Fantastic. Happy with that. Enemy aircraft have been spotted over the Thames estuary. Okay. What do we got? 21 dive bombers. Right. Although this is still being under repair, we can launch all the fighters. Yes, we can. Good. Intercept. I will launch. Ooh, they are repairing. You wait then. We'll launch some fighters from here. Okay, over the channel, our fighters are about to engage. There we go. How did that conflict go? Well, no damage taken by our 16 fighters. Only one dive bomber. One skewer was shot down. Can you continue let's head over there, see if we can get engaged again. And we'll get these guys over. Okay, fine. A bit faffy still. Yeah, you fly up here, and I'll get you to fly cover. Enemy spotted over England. Yep, they're the ones we're after. Right, you fly over here, because I think they're putting all their money into these bombers at the moment. So if we send the fighters to try and keep shooting them down, that means they have less money to spend on fighter cover. That's how my brain thinks anyway. Whether or not that's true, I could be completely wrong there, but that's what I like to think anyway. Okay, we're now doing fighter swoops of southern England. Okay, 6 fighters. Can you engage them? Let's see if we can catch these bombers up. They've probably got too much of a march on us, really. Because we had a dogfight here, they've been able to really get away from us. Got more fighters flying around. Oh, hello. We found the London Intelligence Station. Ooh. Okay. Unable to find them.
We've encountered the enemy.
An Ardo has come under attack from anti-aircraft fire. Let's have a look on the map. Where? Oh, okay. That's interesting, because that's the Lutzo who's in the middle of nowhere. Let's have a look. Here is our little spotter plane. I don't know why she's getting so low. Let's fly a little bit higher. Oh, hello. Have we just found a convoy? Climb up. It looks like there's a convoy over there. Ooh, interesting. Ooh. Where's the Lutzo? Can we get her heading this way? Well, you may or may not be able to see just there. There is, in fact, a convoy. Here they are. Oh, lots of ships, lots of ships, lots of ships. Unescorted? No. Oh, hang on, no. They may have an escort. They've got a destroyer there. Ah, this spotter plane is dust. Potentially done an absolute blinder. Tanker there. If we can get the Lutzo and her group engaged here, I can see one escort. Oh, we could absolutely murderize these guys. Fantastic. So, the 5th Battle of the Atlantic Ocean. Inconclusive. Well, not really. We were able to spot the convoy, and that's the important thing. So, okay, the little spotter plane did take a little bit of damage, but there's the convoy that they have spotted. Excellent. Right, meanwhile,
we've encountered the enemy.
Measurement 1 has encountered enemy over England. Okay, we need to get these probably returning. Received some light damage. We were able to shoot down 2 dive bombers and 1 other bomber. So yeah, that'll be the 2 skewers, probably a Blenheim as well. And the 6 Hurricanes were okay, right? Okay. I was going to get you just to fly over here, just to see if we could spot any other buildings or facilities in the area. If not, no problem. There's the bombers with the fighters taking them back. We found the power station. Come this way. Waiting to get intercepted now. But yeah, we'll try and... There's probably going to be something under the flag. Probably the town, basically. London. Let's see if we can get that spotted. And then we can start the blitz if we need to. Fighters out there. No? Nothing?
Friendly fleet sabotaged.
Enemy infiltrators in Brest have caused damage to U-52. Repairs will be required. Okay, enemy fleet spotted. What have we got here? We've got a destroyer escort against U-28. U-28 is actually coming back to... No, she's on patrol. Do you know what? 1-on-1, I reckon. I fancy our chances. Intercept there. We were looking for U-52, was it? Who's been sabotaged?
We've encountered the enemy.
U-28 has encountered... Okay, hang on. Is it U-52 there? She's in Brest. Okay, we'll sort that in a minute. So one submersible versus a destroyer escort. Okay, here she is then, U-28. There is HMS Hayden. Apparently she's there. Can we lock on? Torpedoes loaded. Let's fire. She should be doing her main speed. Can't see her for the mist, but we reckon we've got that on. So let's see how this goes. Here is HMS Hayden. Rather mixed conditions heading out. Torpedo is en route to her. She doesn't seem to be aware of that. She's still just battling through the waves. Might be a bit of a job to see the wake in this choppy water. But hopefully we will see the effect. I'm searching for the wake. I can't see it. We might, of course, miss. Although she was doing speed when the engagement started. Who knows? She's pinging away, so she may change her speed and direction if she starts to do a depth charge run on us. There's the torpedo there. We've missed. Okay, that's not good. We thought that should have been... Okay. We'll aim there. Let's reduce that maybe. Second torpedo away. Second torpedo misses. We're now she's turning now. The prediction is still predicting too far forward. Okay, 2 torpedoes lost. I wanted to make sure we've got this tested. So now she's changing speed, you can see that. So let's put a spread in. 2 torpedoes. And she's changing direction. I think she'll be coming straight forward, so it might be easier to hit. Hang on. No, 3rd torpedo misses. Not having much luck today, are we? Fire. Dive.
Increase depth.
Okay, it was a hit. We're coming back up to periscope depth. There she is. Oh, she's still not dead. So she's taking on the sinking damage. You can see the flooding damage. She's struggling away. Let's turn the boat and see if we can finish her off with a rear torpedo before the forward torpedo gets rearmed. Right, let's have a look then. Of course, we don't have a rear torpedo, so we'll load our main torpedo, tube 1, which is now reloaded. Put one there. Fire. And hopefully this will be the end of HMS Hayden. She's cost us, this is the 5th torpedo, but we're testing out the new system. Flooding damage definitely works, slows the ship down. And the 2nd torpedo, I think, she's sunk her. Yep, she has. Good. So HMS Hayden destroyed. Decisive victory. 5 torpedoes though. But there we go. We're testing stuff out. This is the important thing. Learn how to do this stuff. So as we've seen, no damage to U-28 during this engagement. The Brits have lost HMS Hayden. Good. Right, anyway, we were looking at, before we went into that, we were looking at U-boats. I thought it was U-52, they said was damaged. Oh, she has got a bit of damage. She's in port anyway, so she's been repaired. So, okay, not to worry. U-122 is low on ammunition. You are the one up there near Northern Ireland. You are heading down. We probably need to send a U-boat up to replace that.
Enemy fleet spotted.
Oh, the Lutzow has spotted that group. Engage. Engage the destroyers as a priority? Yeah, I suppose so. Okay, here we are then. There's the convoy. Here is our group. And we are heading in the wrong direction. So, let's grab the group. And, well, we think we are. Let's sort of head for them and we can... I assume they're heading... Well, I'm not sure actually by that. It looks like they're heading north, but... we will see. Let's close in, wait for them to pick them up on radar. Okay, they're in the mist there somewhere. So, there we go. The convoy is fully in now. Got the destroyer there. Where's that sloop? There, it's there. Okay, so if I order you to attack that, we've got Leipzig, who will open up on the destroyer. Who else have we got? Who we got here? We've got the destroyer here of Frederick. Let's get you to attack the destroyer as well. So we've got heavy cruiser coming through here, then we've got destroyer behind, that's fine. And we've got a light cruiser up here of the Cologne. Right, so you start attacking the cargo ships. There, and we'll let the Hipper get in close as well. Use those big guns. Let's see how we get on. Here is that destroyer. She's looks like she's putting up her defensive guard. Is she? Oh, shells coming in around her. Not hitting the mark. No visual splashes. Oh, we are hitting the mark. It's obviously because we're out of visual range. We've got them on radar. We can see the hits coming in, but we're not the splashes. So, ooh. that sounded... Has she gone? I think, yeah. I think the light cruiser has finished her off already. Yeah, okay. One destroyer down. There's a sloop still. But the convoy is pretty much undefended. Okay, so the merchant ships are undefended. You can see shells raining down around them. In the murk, she seems on her own, but she's not. There's loads of ships around her. And the Kriegsmarine ships will soon start finding the mark. Meantime, this one is receiving some fire from the destroyer, Frederick, I think. Basically just hit on the cruise, the cargo ship over there. You saw the flash of light as the explosion took off. Yeah, I think we probably... Do we just send them right into the middle and almost broadside them? Ah, good hits, good hits. She's smoking. Hopefully not long for this world. Good hits. Here is the heavy cruiser. She hasn't actually opened up yet. I've got half a mind just to use the secondary guns and keep the main guns ammo back. You can see the flashes in the distance. I think that's the light cruiser ahead. Yeah. This is the Leipzig. She's doing a great gun. They've got the destroyer over there, Frederick. The other light cruiser over there. They're opening up. And they should probably finish this quite quickly. Yeah, they're doing some real damage to these cargo ships. The Leipzig's actually splitting her fire. The forward batteries are firing at this one, and the rearmost batteries are firing at a ship further south. Can't see in the fog, of course. Once they land a shell, they are fairly accurate from then on. Yeah, once they find the mark, they're pretty deadly. Right, should we get the heavy cruiser involved? There is still a sloop to be dealt with. But I think we'll leave that to the destroyers. And another one sends to the bottom. Cool, these cargo ships, as they come past, there's that ship in the background sinking. You can see she's taking a massive couple of hits here. More to the bridge, or just behind the bridge. She can't, there, she's gone. Can't withstand that firepower. Now these big blackened marks, I wonder if the heavy cruiser is in the fight. Ceasefire, boys. She's done. Oh wow, one hit with the main gun and she's already gone. Wow. Okay. Another one being pummeled there by the looks of it. Oh, hits from the heavy cruiser. Oh yeah, you can tell the heavy cruiser when she hits. Oh yes. Making short work of these tankers. The next tanker is already burning, and oh, she's gone in moments. The heavy cruiser is ripping these tankers to shreds in seconds. Absolutely devastating. Poor boys. Oh, the 7th Battle of the Atlantic Ocean. It's a decisive victory. Oh my goodness me, yes. They can't even show us a ship. Everything's burning and blowing up underwater now. Wow. Don't know what happened to the sloop. So there we go. No damage, as far as I can see, to the Lutzow, the Cologne, the Leipzig, Frederick, or the 2 Fredericks destroyers. But we've sunk 20 ships, including HMS Ivanhoe, the destroyer. And there's a sloop in here somewhere, but we've got loads of merchant ships, oil tankers, HMS Woodcock. There you go, there's the sloop. She was sunk somewhere in the murk, but wow. 20 ships sunk for no loss. That's a result. That's commerce raiding at its finest. Wow. That's so fantastic. How are you guys doing? Are you, ammo-wise, are you okay? Probably need to, we know the heavy cruiser's okay, but I'm wondering if maybe the light cruisers, how are you doing for shells and stuff? Ammo depleted. Okay, was that for high explosive? You've still got armor piercing, star shells, and contact fuse torpedoes. So if we load, you got high explosive shells, use armor piercing. You still have some shells. How are you, Leipzig? You're very low on high explosive shells as well. Let's get you armor piercing then. We'll do the same for Cologne. We'll get the rear ones armor piercing. Not as effective against the lesser armed and the lightly hull of the cargo ships, but yeah, you're okay. Depth charge, no, they're fine. You didn't engage by the looks of it. That's okay. It must have been you who engaged. Yeah, you're quite low on high explosives, but you got a few. Heavy cruiser, you didn't engage much at all, so you've got loads of ammo left. Good. So you can continue to patrol up and down this area. You've done fantastically. Yeah, let's get you patrolling there. What would be good if we could... How much we've got? 18 supplies, yeah. What would be good if we could commission a an oil tanker to send some... Yeah, we can send it out to get some supplies out to them. To rearm and stuff, but obviously we're well low on what we actually need. God, that's really expensive. That's really expensive. Okay. Oh, I suppose that's because it's really expensive because they're the supplies they'd be taking out to other fleets, won't they? Of course it is. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But we got Gneisenau and Sean. Maybe what we could do then, let's send Gneisenau out here. And you can basically replace Lutzow, so we'll always have a group out here hitting the ships. We're going to have Scharnhorst south of Ireland, I think. And she can patrol around there. Oh, but that's really good. That's a really devastating loss to the enemy, which is very pleasing.
Enemy fleet spotted.
Enemy fleet spotted around Kattegat. Oh, what we got there? A corvette. Shear. Engage. U-30 or 132. You engaged as well. Did she get through our defences?
We've encountered the enemy.
And Ardo has come under where? View. Oh, we've got another convoy over there, have we? Right. Let's get you heading over there, patrolling. Evade. You've got 100% chance to retreat without damage. Perfect. Good. So we know there's maybe enemy ships there. We'll get the Lutzow to change course. And at 5 to midnight on the 23rd, U-132 has encountered that corvette who's managed to sneak into our waters. We've got a corvette. There she is. HMS Monk's Hood. Let's lock on. Torpedoes load. There you go. Got there eventually. A couple of times we're asking. Right. She seems fairly... Let's reduce that to 1 torpedo. Fire. Torpedo in the water. Oh, did she just ping us at the same time? This is our waters. How dare you ping us in our own waters? Torpedo away, though. Hopefully, she's not going to do too much of evasive manoeuvres, and we'll get her. She is evading. She's got a small... Well, she's got a row of depth charge at the back. And are they torpedoes? What are they? Not sure. And she's got her gun on the front, but I'm not sure we're going to hit, actually, because she is evading. And she pinged us right at the last second. She just saw where we were, so it's a good chance that they're making actions now. I'm looking for the wake of the torpedo. Having no joy once again. Ah, is that it there? Oh, it's miles off. Yeah, absolutely miles off. Okay, let's let her close in on us. It'll be easier hit. Yeah, there's our torpedo. Here she comes. Here she comes. Alright, let's have a look at you. We don't want to get it too close. Put a torpedo there. If she evades, we put a torpedo there. We watch her sail straight between them now. Yep. Which way are you going to dodge? One of them's going to miss, but this one's looking good. One should be enough. As long as it detonates. Turret damage, crippled, light gun reduced, good. She's not dead yet. But she's severely hampered. So we'll let the flooding take hold. Should we put another one there? We're in home waters, so we should be relatively safe. And quick to go back for a rearm. Another torpedo in the water. That's 4 we've fired so far, but this one, hopefully, should absolutely nail her. Oh, don't speed up, don't speed up, don't speed up! No! Oh, turned her over! I thought we were going to miss, but no. That torpedo came good. And I think that is... Yes. That is the end of Monkshood. So, confirmation, HMS Monkshood sunk, invading our own waters. That's very cheeky indeed. But there we go. U-132, first action, has defended our home waters brilliantly. Well done, U-132. Defended Kiel. Let's get you on patrol doing that. Admiral Shear, how did they get past you? You start patrolling in that area there. Good. Okay. How is our airbase coming up? Calais. 4 more days. 4 more days to get level 2 airfield.
Structure bombed.
Oh, we've had another bombing. The shipyard has been destroyed. Oh my god, at Cherbourg. Where are our air defences? Why haven't these launched?
Enemy fleet spotted.
Okay. Oh, that's up near, Right, I want you flying over there, defending that. Let's have a look on the map. What have we spotted here? 4 destroyers. Okay, that's a job for Admiral Shear to come in and deal with that. So let's get her coming down there. Oh my god, that's the second time they just snuck through without an impurity, really. What they have, Blenheim's by the looks of it. 26 bomb. Oh. We need an airbase here, don't we? Okay, we had an encounter over the Isle of Wight with those Messerschmitts chasing those bombers. We've lost a 109, but we were able to shoot down 3 Hawker Hurricanes. So well done. No, the bombers are away, and they're heading over London now. So it's satisfying. Right, you guys might as well come back to base. Well done. Well done for at least responding. Shot down a couple of fighters, if nothing else. Oh, how much is this going to be to repair now? 500. Less, actually, isn't it? I think it was 600. Enemy aircraft have been spotted over Plymouth. Over Plymouth. Ooh, 3 anti-submarine patrol bombers. Okay. Thanks for that. We do have submarines there. Can we send the fighters up here? Okay. These are the anti-submarine patrols. The short Sunderlands coming in for Force 02. Subs, so okay. I don't suppose we can evade. 100% chance to retreat without damage. We'll do it. There we go. No damage to our subs. They dived down. The short Sunderlands were unable to get us. Now we've got some fighters coming in to try and attack those Sunderlands, leaving our submariners alone. Okay, here are our gyrating 109s. And they are heading towards the... Oh, hello. What do we have over here? A battle cruiser. HMS Hood and HMS Newport are sitting in just off Plymouth. Oh, that's information that we desperately wanted. We can maybe send a force to try and hit the Hood. Anyway. There's the Hoods over there. Here's our aircraft. They're coming in, and we're chasing down the 3 Sunderlands over here. Come on, 109s. Bag yourself. There you go. 20mm cannons on the 109s. Hopefully, we'll do some serious damage to these Sunderlands. But there's damage being taken on both sides. Everyone's getting some hits in. Obviously the Sunderlands are bigger and chunkier and probably able to take far more damage than the 109. They're all taking damage. No one going down just yet. And if we can neutralise these anti-submarine bombers, then we can maybe move Force 0 and the other U-boat in to attack the Hood. Lots of hits, no damage. Or no devastating damage, should I say. Oh, one down. Flight lead's gone. They reform. Yeah, if we take a bit of damage, I'm expecting, a bit of damage to our fighters, but if we can just finish them off, that's a huge boost for our U-boats. Oh, another one gone. Last one. On his lonesome. Still 4 fighters. Hopefully they've got enough ammo. Yeah, this was a very... Yes! Well done, boys. Well done. The whole flight shot down. So, 3rd Battle of Portland. Decisive defeat? Eh? Oh, is it because the Hood is still alive? I'm not sure about that one. We set and then we did our objective. I'm not sure why it was classed as a defeat. We had slight light damage on our fighters, but our fighters, all 4 of them were okay, and we shot down the 3 short Sunderlands, which was their job. I'm guessing because the Hood and the Newport are undamaged, that's why they decided it was a loss. But we will now send the U-boats in to try and hunt the Hood. So, oh, U-65 as well. You head up here, and Force, you come up here as well. Let's hunt the Hood. Okay, U-65 is right there, and we can't see anything. Maybe we need to send our spotter plane on a patrol up here. And what's more, I will send the fighters with you.
Enemy fleet spotted.
Okay, there's 2 destroyers. Admiral Shear, I want you to engage. Don't know where the other 2 destroyers have gone though. So at 20 past 1 on the 26th of July, Admiral Shear hopefully has intercepted the enemy group and we can attack. So she's got... Is that a light cruiser there? Or is that a... Who have we got in the group? No, all destroyers. So there they are. You see the radar. They are just outside of radar. So let's hopefully let's move over there a little bit closer to them and see if we can pick up their signatures on the radar. Okay, we've picked up one. I guess we can order everyone to attack because she's the target that we can see. Try and get her out of our waters. The second ship has popped into range. Okay. And I think everyone is launching at this one because this is the one we first saw. Shells should be landing around about now. But maybe if we can get the shear on target, then it won't take long. You can see the shells launching up here. That's before they start plunging down on us. Oh, I thought we were going to get our first hit then. Close, close, close. No splashes. Don't know what happened to the splashes. There we go. First hit. First shell has found its mark. Oh, finally, we managed to score a hit again. Bloody hell. It's been a long time coming. They seem to have a very good evasive skill on these ships. We don't seem to be able to... Yeah, I'm really concerned at how close they're getting. Might have to send a couple of destroyers in to try and use torpedoes. Because the firepower is finally landing home. Maybe they're getting into the range of the destroyers now. Oh, I think this one's gone. Okay. Okay. We can concentrate all fire on that destroyer in the background. First one is gone. And there we go, another good volley of hits, and the second destroyer, thankfully, has been finished. Before she can get within torpedo distance of the heavy cruiser. They got closer than I'd like, but a decisive victory nonetheless. So Admiral Shear did take some light damage from, and so did the Theodore Riedel destroyer, but HMS Lancaster and HMS Newmarket sent to the bottom. Good. Well done, Shear. Oh, hello. Potentially 4 destroyers intercept there. Your job's not done yet. Okay. Potentially more destroyers in the area. 122 still making their way back to port. Yeah, these U-boats having no luck finding... No joy finding the Hood. Maybe they got her out of there after that aerial attack. I don't know. We'll give them a little bit of a moment to see if they can.
Enemy fleet spotted.
More fleet spotted in Kattegat. 4 destroyers. Right, U-32, you need to go and engage as well. Admiral Scheer has been distracted by the other two. Darn, they've got past our defences once again. We're learning, we're going, we're kind of... It feels like we're on the defensive, even though we should be the attacker. We've sunk a lot of ships today. We lost a few aircraft, but we also downed plenty of aircraft as well. So it's a net positive, I think. But we'll go again next time. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you're continuing to enjoy and learn with me. We'll see how we get on next time. Maybe we'll find the Hood. Fingers crossed.